Hello, everyone. This is Angela Martin, Gold Consultant with Archer and Evolution Travel. And today's training is on goal setting and time management. And boy, are these two essential things that we need as travel agents, because we are independent contractors and we're our own boss. So we have to hold ourselves accountable. We don't have a boss doing that for us. And so today's training is going to help you do that. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So today's training, we are focusing on 5 key areas, and that is SMART goals. When we're talking about goal setting, we want to use the SMART goals system. We're going to talk about how those SMART goals can be divided to create work-life balance for us. We'll talk about the difference between short-term versus long-term goals and how those can assist you with your time management. And then we will finally talk about prioritizing your to-do list daily. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So when we're talking about SMART goals, these are what we're talking about. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Before I get into some specific goals with you guys, I want to share some quotes that I thought were really, really inspiring, and hopefully you find them the same. So we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, it is a habit. That just reminds us to be consistent, okay? What is not started will never get finished. This is just to encourage us to go ahead and get started. Step out of your comfort zone, no matter what it is. You have to start in order to get somewhere, okay? Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Guys, as travel agents, we are going to be, testing the waters, trial and error, and that is okay. You have to do that to figure out what works for you, okay? But don't lose enthusiasm. Just realize that, okay, this may not have worked. I can tweak it this way and try it again. The last quote I want to share is, entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people want, so you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. And that one was so inspiring, I had to share that. So let's get right into it. So let's talk about specific goals. What does specific mean? Okay, these are things that are very, very specific, like the word says, okay? For instance, for work, I might have a specific goal that I want to book one all-inclusive vacation this week, okay? For a personal goal, I might say I want to work out at least 3 times this week for 30 minutes. For a family goal, I know that maybe I want to take the kids on a bike riding activity to the park, at the park. Okay, so those are all very specific. But in addition to that, they need to be measurable. So are your goals measurable? Are they attainable? Meaning, are they realistic? You don't want unrealistic goals and then you don't ever hit them. So make sure that they're attainable, but they stretch you a little bit, okay? Are they relevant to your personal and professional growth? And last but certainly not least, do your goals have a set deadline? Are they time bound? So all of the ones that I listed in the first category here for specific, notice that these were all time bound within a week, okay? They are all measurable because I can definitely measure whether or not I booked that one all-inclusive vacation, okay? And that is I'm gonna show you how that's in alignment with my 12-month, 6-month, 3-month, and 1-month goals, okay? And then, did I work out 3 times? That's a countable, quantifiable thing. So I can easily determine whether or not I worked out, how many times I worked out, and whether or not I worked out for the full 30 minutes. And then for bike riding at the park with my kids, that's something that is also measurable. I either did it or I didn't, right? So these are also all attainable, okay? I didn't set the bar so high, like, oh, I want to book 5 all-inclusive vacations this week, because I know that that might be a little bit of an unrealistic goal, okay? Each of these goals I feel are relevant to my personal and professional growth. Obviously, booking that one all-inclusive vacation is certainly important for me to continue to maintain my business in the niche market of all-inclusive vacation packages that I am in. So that is definitely contributing to that. For my personal and family, I'm making sure that I'm creating that work-life balance. So that is my personal growth as well. And then they are all time bound. As I mentioned to you, they are all bound by a week. So let's talk about this in a larger scale. Typically, when you're doing goal setting, you will start off with what we call a vision board. A lot of travel agents do vision boards at the beginning of the year, and a lot of people for that matter. But when you're talking about goal setting, you want to look at it on a larger scale, okay? And then you want to shrink that down to bring your goals into better perspective and focus for you. So here are my 12-month goals. And notice that I'm only focusing on work for this training, but if you'll notice, the screen is divided into 4 sections. I have my work, self-care, family and friends, and travel. You want to always make sure that you're not just focusing on work. Otherwise, you'll have an imbalance of time and you'll burn yourself out and completely neglect these other things that are part of self-care and making sure that you're spending time with your family and friends. Those are all very important things to do. So notice in this 12-month goal I have for work, 2 group trips of 40+ guests booked by September, okay? That's a pretty large goal, but I think that I can definitely achieve it. It's attainable to me, okay? 1 group cruise booked by by July, excuse me. Then I have 1 destination by the end of the year. I did that my first year, so I figured that this will be a yearly goal that I want to do since my niche is also in destination weddings and group trips, okay? And then you'll notice here I have 36 to 48 all-inclusive vacation bookings, okay? That's 3 to 4 all-inclusive vacations that I book per month. So I think that that's attainable. And then I have some other goals because I am also a mentor, so I want to attribute part of my goal setting to that as well. So I want to be double gold by June. I want to help 2 of my mentees reach gold status as well. And then my ultimate goal is to be platinum by the end of the year, okay? So those are my work-related goals. But of course, you want to include family and friends, travel, as well as self-care. So let's keep going. I'm going to bring this down to 6 months. And I want to show you how my goals change up just a little bit. So notice instead of the 2 group trips at 40 guests booked by September, I have brought that down to 1, because if I need 2 by September, then I need at least 1 within my first 6 months of the year. Notice I still have that 1 group cruise booked by July because I want to keep it in the forefront of my mind, and it's going to be within the first 6 months of the year that I need to be promoting that. Notice I also have the 1 destination wedding by the end of the year, and that is because brides and grooms, they can book and start planning their wedding at the beginning of the year. They usually do it a year in advance. So I want to keep that in the forefront of my mind, that that is a goal that I have. Notice how I divided my yearly goals of all-inclusive vacation bookings in half. That way I need to hit 18 to 24 all-inclusive vacation bookings within 6 months to hit my ultimate goal that I have for 12 months. And notice also how I shrunk down that previous mentorship goal of double goal by June. That's still on here because I have to hit that by the 6-month mark. And then I have to help at least 1 mentee reach gold in order to meet my 12-month goal, okay? So I'm gonna divide this again, and you'll notice that these goals come into greater focus so that I know what I'm working on immediately. So here's my 3 months, okay? In 3 months, I want to be focusing on 1 group cruise by July. I know that I need to keep that in the forefront of my mind because you have to set up the group cruise, you have to create a flyer, and there are many different components to that. So I want to make sure that it's in the forefront of my mind for planning and time management. I still have that destination wedding there, but notice that I now have my vacation, my all-inclusive vacation bookings for a 3-month period. What I need to do in that 3-month period to hit my yearly goal that I had set for myself. So I have broken that down a little bit there. And then I have centered in on being double gold by June. That is my main focus for the first 3 months, is getting to double gold by June, okay? All right, so let's break this down even further. And you're gonna notice that my goals have now become more focused, okay? So notice I have that 1 group cruise because we're here in 1 month. What am I going to be focusing on in my first month of the year? I know I need to go ahead and set up that group cruise so that I can get it booked by July. So that's going to be my focus for the first month. I know I'm going to focus on 3 to 4 all-inclusive vacation bookings in 1 month because that's going to be in alignment with my 12-month goal, okay? And then I know that I need to get a minimum of 3 extra business partners on my main account and my silver accounts. So that is how I'm going to achieve those goals, or those are the goals that I'm going to focus on for the first month. The next slide, I'm going to talk about, well, what do I need to do to achieve each of these 3 goals? And that's what I have here. So I have taken my 1-month goal and I've kind of created a diagram here, a Venn diagram, because they're all interconnected, okay? Notice how I have listed all of the things that I need to do, at least 3 things that I think I need to do to achieve this goal. Same thing here. I have written down 3 things that I need to do to achieve this goal. And same for here, 3 things I need to do in order to achieve this goal. The key, you guys, is being consistent. Use your monthly goal to create a weekly to-do list for yourself. So this is kind of like the blueprint that I'll use to create my weekly to-do list so that I can hit all of these different markers. So for my 3 to 4 all-inclusive bookings, I know that I need to create maybe 3 mock bookings per week. That's my goal, okay? I need to probably do that in order to get 3 to 4 all-inclusive bookings that I want to get for the month. I know I need to share those mock bookings into 5 Facebook groups 3 times per day, in the morning, afternoon, and in the evening. I know I need to create a daily posting schedule for all of my social media platforms. Okay, it's not enough simply to be on Facebook. I need to also utilize my other social media platforms such as LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, all of those different things. I want to create a daily posting schedule for my social media platforms. So that's something I'm going to do that's going to help me achieve the 3 to 4 all-inclusive bookings for the month. The next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and set up that group cruise so that I can have it booked by July. So what I'm going to do is select the cruise line that I would like to create the group cruise with. And I'm going to go ahead and reserve 16 cabins. You'll notice that you can do that with different vendors at no charge with no deposit down, and you can reserve those for a certain period of time. So I need to do that early enough so that I can get them, 1, a really good cruise option, and then 2, I will be able to start creating flyers and the stuff that I'm going to use to promote that group cruise. So that's the next thing on the list. I know I need to create a flyer on Canva to promote group cruise. I need to share the cruise flyer into 5 Facebook groups 3 times per day. So I know that that will probably be one of my daily postings that I am creating for my schedule, okay? The next thing is I want to get a minimum of 3 extra business partners on my main account and silver accounts. So I'm going to find 2 to 3 free job posting sites. I know that I need to post a job ad to 5 Facebook groups 3 times per day. And I need to reach out to any previously interested applicants. Maybe there were some people who were interested in being a travel agent, but they were unable to do it at that time. I know that I probably need to reach out to them and just see if they are interested now, okay? Now, what I'm going to do next is show you how I break this down into what would be considered a weekly schedule, okay, for myself. And again, we're tapping into time management here, because once you take those monthly goals, now you can break it down by the week. So on Sunday, let's just take my Sunday here. I know I want to create 3 mock bookings. I need to do that, okay? I need to schedule all of my social media posts for the week. That way I don't have to worry about it. And I know on Sundays, I like to attend Time to Evolve, which is a corporate training. And I highly recommend that you guys plug in and really explore the different corporate trainings that they offer. A lot of these are very inspirational, and it's always great to be in a room with like-minded people, okay? So let's talk about my Monday. My Monday, I plan on actually implementing my plan. I'm going to share my mock booking into 5 Facebook groups in the morning, afternoon, and evening. I'm going to do that daily. So you'll see that threaded throughout, okay? I'm going to share my job ad into 5 groups in the morning, afternoon, and evening. I'm going to also do that daily. And again, that is threaded out each of my days, so I make sure that I'm adhering to that schedule. I know I want to post a professional job ad on a free job board by Tuesday, okay? I need to respond to any emails and messages that I receive from either clients or prospective agents, people who are interested in being a travel agent and such. I need to attend or host any selected trainings that I want, okay? And then on Wednesday, I have send Calendly link or schedule prospects for the informational meeting. I know I'm going to need to send them email reminders for anyone who has signed up for to attend one of those informational meetings. And then I'll need to update my spreadsheet where I kind of jot down who all's attending, what day and times and things like that. So I'll need to update that so that I know who is attending each day. On my Thursday, beyond my my mock booking and Facebook share out from into the groups, I'm going to be hosting an informational meeting. I'll need to review applicants, send email reminders, update my spreadsheets, and then have those one-on-one meeting trainings with any agents that I'm currently mentoring. I want to make sure I'm available to them as well. On Friday, I know I'm going to probably need to attend another informational meeting with my prospects, send email reminders, and then update my spreadsheet. And then hopefully I'm booking a client or clients, plural, by Friday for any of my mock bookings that I've set up that have generated interest, okay? Saturday, I'm gonna keep on with that same schedule, send and respond to emails, and then update my spreadsheet, of course, still sending out my mock booking and Facebook job ads on Saturday as well. So take your weekly schedule, and now I can focus in on one day, okay? And this is how I'm gonna create my to-do list. With your to-do list, you're taking your weekly schedule and you're breaking it down day by day. This way you are staying on target with all of your goals, and everything is still in alignment with your 12-month, 6-month, 3-month, and 1-month goal. So let's take my Sunday, for instance. I know that I need to create 3 all-inclusive mock bookings. That could take me up to 2 hours. So I want to block out a 2-hour window of time to do that, okay? I know I want to update my social media posting schedule for the week. That'll probably take me about 1 hour, okay? I need to get the kids clothes out for the school week, and then I want to attend Time to Evolve. I know that's going to take about an hour of my time. So I hope that this training was helpful in showing you how to take your long-term goals and really shorten them and focus in on what your short-term goals are and how those short-term goals can help you with time management, and then creating a to-do list so you could prioritize the things that need to get done in your weekly and daily schedule. You all have a wonderful day. And again, this is Angela Martin. I hope that this was helpful.